Hey everybody, welcome back to MidnightRice. We're playing some more Stormworks tonight. I kind of changed the name of it. It was Stormworks and Chill, but now it's just Stormworks Tips, I think, would be a better way to do it since we're kind of figuring stuff out. And somebody might find it helpful. Who all we got here tonight? Hey! Hey Ray Jackson, welcome back, man. Tom, as always, man. Thanks for you constantly showing up and stuff. I'm going to hop right into it. I did a little bit of painting and stuff on my own while I was off stream. I also did a test run. I'm going to load it up now just so you can see that. We were talking about making this into a crane ship. I'm going to show you this. I'll load it up and then we're going to delete it because it just didn't work. Yeah, fix my volume here. Can you guys hear me okay? Yeah, we got... I'm always worried that I'm going to be talking away for an hour without... So I did build a crane version of this. I tried it out. It doesn't work very well. But I just wanted everybody to see that I did make an attempt at a crane thing for it. I did add like basic steering and basic propulsion to it, just temporary, so we can move it in and out. It's just, that's going to add so much weight to it. I'm sure there's a better way, but any real crane ship that I've seen, they hang off the back and they load stuff onto like a barge, not onto the back of the ship. But I did see another ship. Let me get rid of this one in real life. Ooh, my face is turning funny colors. What's up with that? Oh, because of the green ship. That's funny. I was messing with the green screen. Oh, sorry, I didn't miss it. The weapons DLC. I know, I just got it. I just downloaded it like right before the stream started. We'll get into that. We'll make some stuff with weapons on. I just haven't got that far yet. I don't want to get overreach here. So let's load up without. All right, so here's what we got without. What I did see, and I have a picture of it, but there's a real ship that they use, like a floating dry dock, which they actually will lower the ship in the water so they can pull whatever they're going to work on top of it, and they raise the ship back up. I think that'll be easier for us to do. Eventually we'll have like a little building here. We're going to take out part of that rail and it'll overhang a little bit so the operator can see what's going on, and he'll have all the controls for this whole back end here. Whoops. What I did add was I added a pulley system. Another one of these slides, since we just learned how to do these slides, and that'll pull the ship up into here if it's dead in the water, so you don't have to keep backing up and trying to get it in there. So our plan is we're gonna add some bilge pumps, or not bilge pumps, what do they call them? Ballast pumps. I've already kind of cordoned off an area, and that should flood it down enough to make it go deep enough where we can get a boat on top of them. So we'll do that really quick, and we'll test it and see how the system works. And if it works, we're just going to call it a day on that and be good with that, because we still have to do the propulsion and all the electronics and stuff for the actual ship part of this and get rid of some of this temporary stuff. So then what we'll also do is we'll add some world magnets, probably like in the middle there, to each one of these. So once we get into the shape of the boat and kind of get it holding, we'll world magnet it down. That way it won't flip-flop if we get caught in waves and stuff. So I think it's actually going to work out a lot better if it doesn't completely sink the ship. So what I got here, and we already have symmetry mode on. So I just added a couple props, small ones, and then the rudders. That's not the setup we're going to use. It's just so I can move it out of the bay to test it. So we have these little areas here, and we'll expand them if we have to. So that is going to be our 2 pockets. I need one on each side. We're going to flood those and hopefully lower the ship down the water without sinking it. So the first thing we're actually going to need 2 pumps. So I wonder if I don't think I can get rid of these. I think these are, oh no, I can get rid of that. Nice. All right, so we're going to make some room here. So we're going to we need 2 pumps per side. 1 for in, 1 for out. I had to draw myself a diagram because I always forget which way to put them. I can't wait for the DLC, for the weapon DLC, to actually try it out, but I just don't want to get too far ahead of myself. So let's just get started here. We need a pump. We're going to use the big pumps, so it'll be a lot faster this way. So we need 1 going one way, 1 going the other way. So we'll do like that. And because of symmetry, the other side's being done for us as it goes too. All right. Actually, let's not do it that way. Let's turn that around. Because the one we need to fill needs to go right into there. So we're gonna be able to pump this full and then empty it out at the same time, or not at the same time, but you know what I mean. I'm just getting home from work, so I'm still a little. I haven't been feeling good the last couple days, so I haven't been playing. That's why I didn't stream sooner. All right. So I did learn, and I always forget, even though I use these all the time, is the side of the spinny part, that is the out. So one of these is going to draw fluid out and actually go out. One's going to go in. So we also need such a tight space to work into. All right. So we need, please and thank you. Let's see. We need we need our pipes back too. So let's put the pipes that we need. That didn't work. Pipe. We are streaming and everything right now. I can always forget to check all this stuff. All right, so we'll add a straight pipe, and we'll add an elbow pipe, and we'll add I don't think we'll need it, but we'll add actually let's add a filter instead, because we don't need that, a T-pipe right now. Filter. That's not what I think it is. I don't know. Is it a filter, or is it's a one-way valve basically? Let's go down to fluid. I don't think you have to have them, but it's always nice so it doesn't backfeed. So I always use them. Fluid. It's this right here. Flow valve. Okay. Plus it helps us remember which way to go. All right, so this one is got to go, oh, come on, in to there. And they usually have an arrow on them, but I think the arrow is white. So let's back that up and we'll go orange. All right, so that's going the right way. Oh, I guess I put this in the wrong spot. I didn't give myself enough room. Poopy poop pants. I guess I can always go this way. I'll do it like this. There we go. Put the filter on the other side. That's fine. All right, so that's going to do. Oh, we also need a fluid port. P-O-R-T, port. Thank you. All right, so we are going to. This is going to draw the fluid in. And like that. And we're going to go like this and like that. All right, so that's our fluid in. And then we got to put 2 holes here. So we're going to need 2 ports here. Luckily, it's doing on both sides, so this will be a really quick job here. All right, so that one is going to fill it. if I do this correctly. Such a tight spot, so my camera doesn't like it. So I'm hoping this will be enough, and I'm hoping it won't unbalance the ship, but we won't know until we try. But this was the fastest way I could figure to do that. All right, so which one is that one? That's the in. This will be the out. The only thing that might really affect is once we start putting fuel tanks and everything in, it's going to change how much weight's in the ship, and we'll just have to adjust as needed. But I'm hoping that this will do the trick, because really we're already kind of getting, if the sea's moving at all, we're already getting kind of a effect where we already have taken water in the back a little bit. So hopefully this will just work perfectly. If it does, that's awesome. And they're floating I cannot talk tonight. They're floating dry docks is what they're called. All right, so we got fluid out, fluid in. Do we need a fluid spawner? I think we do need a fluid spawner. And we're gonna put I just want to make sure that we have it just in case we do need it. And we'll just set that we will set that to not diesel. That would suck. Seawater, fill level. So it might already start full, and we might have to empty it. So technically we have all our stuff in now. So what I do need to do is I need 2 buttons. And we're going to put them up. I don't know if we have any extra buttons over here. Are these all connected to something? Yeah. So we're going to add 2 new buttons. And like I said, all this is temporary, and we want them to be toggles. All right, so put 2 new ones in, and that will be lower. Let's call it lower, and we'll call this one Reese. I spelled that wrong. Yep. Okay, up. All right, so our outer one will fill, and the inner one will empty it out. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to get some electricity. So we're going to get some electricity so I don't forget all this. All right, there's that. That's got electricity. Okay, you guys, you need electricity. So boop and a boop. And I think because I have symmetry on, I just built 2 of those things, but that's fine. All right, so now our pump's got juice. I put a big battery up there just so we don't have any power issues. Hey, Taurus is back. Oh man, I really appreciate you showing up all the time. That's pretty awesome. I don't know if you missed it or not. I tried to build a crane on our boat. Let me get back out of that again. I tried to build a crane on this. I showed everybody when I first got in, and it was just too much weight in the back. And then I noticed like the real pictures of the real boats that had like cranes on them, they're usually made to drop the cargo on a separate bill or barge or something like that. So what we're actually going to do is make a floating dry dock. So we should be able to flood the ballast tanks, which we're almost to doing that. Lower the boat down in the water, pull whatever you can eat up onto it, raise the boat back up, and it'll be like a little floating dock thing. And I think that'll be a little better because we have so much to do on this boat. And the weapons DLC just came out, so we'll be able to build some fighter jets and stuff soon. All right, so we got all that hooked up. Let me check all that. Okay. So I need to check and see what's what before I hook the buttons up. All right, so the outer one is fill, so that'll be down. That'll fill that tank up and make the boat heavier. So this will be down. And go all the way back over here. I'm gonna build a cool hut for this. So the front one is the down, and that one's gonna make the boat go up. And I don't know if these are gonna spawn with fluid in them, so we gotta do one other thing, I think. Okay, so now our switches are hooked up, our electricity is hooked up. We need a gauge though, so let's add a dial. There it is. So we're gonna add a dial up there for the 2 tanks. I got to really turn symmetry mode off. I don't think I need it anymore right this second, so we're going to turn that off because I don't want switches everywhere, because we actually built extra ones over there. So there's the two tanks. And then we need a level. Should be another thing for fluid. It's a fluid level thing, and it'll tell you where your tank's at. I'm going to find it, though. It's under fluid, I'm assuming. Yeah, I'm super excited about the weapons DLC. I watched some stuff on it. It adds a lot of cool stuff. You can actually make some working battleships now. I think after this one, there it is, fluid meter. We are going to take a break on civilian ships and maybe build like a Coast Guard ship with a single gun on it, just so we have one. And what we're going to do is we got to turn symmetry back on one more time. I'm going to punch a hole right here. And this way we have a logic for our. Does it need electricity? No, it doesn't. That's awesome. What does it say? Fluid level. Yeah, this way we can see how much fluid's in each tank. All right, so that is. Oh, I let it go. Dang it. I think I can reach it from here. Boop. Fluid level. Nice. This way we can see, because the tank should empty in evenly. I'm worried that I put the actual vents too far back, so the boat's going to fill up in the back first. But we won't know until we actually test it out. All right, so left. What do I call it? I always forget what they're called. It's not bilge. It is. I just said it already. Whatever. Ballast. Here it is. And we'll rate ballast. All right. They need electricity too. Electricity to you. Electricity to you. Okay, so in theory, we should be able to. Oh, and I screwed up really big time. When I built the crane part, I found out it didn't work. I never saved the boat, and I loaded a different boat up, so I actually had to start all over again. So I have to remember to save whenever we do big changes. Okay, so I don't know if those are gonna. If they have fluid in them already, this isn't gonna work yet. But I think they might be empty. You gonna let me up here or what? All right. So they. Well, shit. They are full. That much ballast? This freaking boat still isn't sitting in the water? Okay, well, it does work. That's emptying the ballast off. That's filling it back up. So they do start full. So I have to remember that. They're going to take forever to empty. So they're taking on a lot more fluid. I'm wondering if they only start so full. All right, so we'll keep those filling. This is going to take a long time to do. That sucks. So this should lower us, hopefully, without rolling the boat over. It should lower us down in the water enough. I'm hoping. I'm hoping that they're just not. Nope, that's it. Damn it. All right. Let's see how far in the water we got to go yet. Can we zoom out, please? Can we? Thank you. Oh, see, we have so much farther to go. I mean, this will work. In theory. We just need enough water to float a boat up on there. Alright, so let's extend those tanks. We're just going to have to do that, and that won't take too long. Apparently, well, we don't have the fuel tanks and everything, too, so I might not have to worry about that once I do that, but we will, what we'll do is, because I don't think, like, electricity and water problems are actually a thing in this. We can't really go that way because the pumps are there. Let me think here. What if we turn symmetry back on? We just need to add more weight here. I guess I could add weight blocks, I guess. Why aren't you? Oh, I need blocks. I could add weight blocks to this, and that would do the trick too. But I don't want to do any of that until after because we still have to put fuel cells in and all that other stuff. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to remove that. Can I please? And we're going to make these tanks a lot bigger. Hopefully that will do the trick. Because we really just need the SN to go underwater. All right. So I think. So I don't know. Oh, that's a different spot. Okay. I'm confusing myself now. So I think that should go into those. Yeah, there we go. Oh, that's problematic. I gotta think here. So technically I could erase this whole section here like that. Those are our little covers for our witchamajiggers. So this will add quite, popping holes in the ship. I gotta be really careful though. If I cut too many holes in it, I'll end up letting water in the wrong spot. So and this is doing this on both sides, so hopefully this will be enough. Because I think this opens, yeah, this is going right into that room. We're gonna have to make sure that's watertight too, because this will eventually flood this. So not a great plan, but it is still a plan nonetheless. All right, I gotta make sure all the holes are sealed. I just added a buttload bigger tank. All right, let's give that a try. I'm concerned about this. I need to cover that because I think once they move forward, that might cause me a problem. So let's cover that up really quick, just so it's sealed. All right. Let's save it. Might just have to keep adding ballast tanks to it. How about now? Oof. That's a little better. Still don't think that's going to be enough. We are going in the right direction, though. We actually got some water on the deck now. All right. So we'll just keep expanding that tank until we finally get the result we want. And then we might have to like section it off once we get the engines in and all that and the extra weight. We might have to section it off a little bit, which is fine. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to cut out another hole. That should go all the way back to our fluid port there. All right. And then we'll cut that to the ceiling like we did on the other one. Oh, except for that's a floor. Is there a floor down here too? No, okay, cool. So let's, because I don't want to flood that room. So we're gonna go, oh, hey, where are you going? We're gonna go like this, something like that. Nope. There we go. I don't want to flood that room. All right, so that should seal that room off. Now that's going to be way too much in the front. So we are going to go like that. Take it to the ceiling. Take it to the ceiling. All right. And then we can just cap it off right here because I'm not sure what that'll do to us. I really don't want to add too much weight to the front. All right. That is going to take forever to raise and lower this thing. We might have to add multiple pumps. All right, let's save it again. And we will spawn it again. We built a really buoyant ship, apparently. I think that's good. Once we add our fuel and everything, I think that'll be enough. Yeah, because that's a little bit of water. I mean, I guess we could try it out. I think the tugboat's just going to be the. I was going to use the tug as the tester. We still need to go lower though. How low in the water are we though? Because the front of our boat sits up pretty high. All right, let's. Well, that's going to make the front sink. I need to add more sinkiness to the rear. So let's do this. We're going to work sideways too. And that's going to be kind of hard because the engine's got to go in there and everything. All right. So we do have this layer here. I guess we could open that up. But I think that might be way too much. So let's do this. We'll cordon that off like that. We'll just keep punching holes, I guess. Oh, that's the wrong spot. How about here? Is that the right spot? Yeah. One more. Yeah, one more. All right, so technically that should like be a double tank. All right, so that is going to be way too much water. All right, well, let's see what we get. We'll spawn it and see. Oh, dear God. Yeah, that's too much. It's definitely going the right way, but yeah, that's too much. All right, so let's cut that down. At least we're getting in the right direction here. So what we'll do is we'll get down here. Is this it? Yeah, that's it. All right, so what we will do is we will make a wall here. We'll just keep adding walls until we have enough. All right, let's try it again. The front is way too buoyant. Multiple pumps. It's so funny. I love that show. I think that may be enough. I mean, we're a little... I mean, we could tweak it some more. Maybe bring the front down a little bit more, because we are kind of dragging ass here. This is kind of doing the right thing. Okay, so we need to bring the front down some more. So I think that's plenty for the rear, but we need to level the ship off a little bit. So we need to add more in the front. So let's go like this, and we'll go like that, and we will cordon that off. Okay. I think we have to go sideways. Yeah. This boat is gonna be so sunk. All right. So he's added some more to the front. And trial and error. That's so funny. Maybe because it dropped. So I mean just a touch less in the back, I think, would do it. Because that's just about what we want. I'm gonna have to redo this whole thing once we add all the engines and fuel tanks and all that, but that's fine. Is that the... I don't even know where I'm at in the ship anymore. Where's the part we punched a hole in? I am so confused. Gotta get back. Oh, here it is. Okay, there it is. All right, so we still have symmetry. Have I been doing this shit without symmetry on? Please say... Oh no, it's on. I'm like, that would suck. The ship would just fall over. All right, so let's cut that much out of the tanks and spawn. And where does that put us? Come on, bring the tail up just a little bit. I think that's enough for us to try. All right, let's give it a try, because that's floating pretty good. All right, that should be enough. So what we're going to do is we're going to pull this, please. We're going to pull this up out of the dock using the little setup I got here. And then we're going to try to pull our tugboat on top of it and then raise it out of the water. Unfortunately, these are like super small propellers. And I'm sure I can tweak this a little bit and get it a little bit better. Because you probably won't be driving it with the tanks flooded, but I think it is going to take forever to let the water out. That is a lot of ballast in there. But the nice part is the front of the ship where you're actually going to be standing and stuff is high and dry, so I just got to get clear of the end of that dock. Otherwise, when we spawn up the other ship, it'll despawn this one. So we're going to try to at least get our tug kind of up there, and then we'll hook the rope deal up to it and pull it up the rest of the way, and then raise the ship up, and hopefully that'll work. And then all we have to do after that is put the world magnets on, and we'll be good to go. All right, so let's take ourselves back over here. You still there? Oof, this is going to be interesting. All right, where's my table at? All right. All right, now we need to load our tugboat. Did I not save that? I think it'll be fine. That's what I did last time, is I forgot to save. All right, so spawn. Oh, the tugboat. I forgot all about the tugboat. I don't remember how in the hell we have to start it up now. I know there's a reverse gear. Low gear, reverse gear. Oh, that's the drive. That's not the engine. That's fine. Get the engine going a little bit. We'll just use one. See, I still don't think that's going to be enough. We'll pull it on there backwards. What the hell? Go, little tugboat. This thing's going really slow. Engine. RPM's up. Oh, I'm only running one prop shaft, so it's turning like crazy. Oh, stop. I just stalled it. All right. There we go. Right, forward. I made this a little bit too complicated for driving, I think. Okay, stop. Yeah. Gonna have to do some tweaking on this thing. All right. I don't want to go 900 miles an hour backwards. Thank you. Okay. Okay. Oh, this is gonna be bad. This can be bad. All right. You can stop now. Nope. You can stop now. You can stop now. Thank you. Not quite what I had in mind, but at least I get to try out the other system now. I might have to make this so it actually like sinks the boat. Alright, so I added this cool little somewhere. Those are those. Is it this one? Nope. Uh-oh. Which control was it? One of these ones is that thing right there, which isn't moving. Well, uh-oh. Did I not? I thought I... Oh, there it is. It's over here. There's so many controls going. So technically, we can run this thing out there. I guess pulling the crappy tug on backwards wasn't a great idea. All right. So now we should, in theory... I did find these things don't have very much torque, though. That's the only problem. So in theory, we should be able to hook up my little thing here. Like, boop. And... I need to get up there. Let me out of the water. I need to hook onto... Oh, I'm so close. There we go. We'll get one more. So probably backwards isn't a great idea. All right, so we'll hook into this. Come on, you can do it. There we go. Now I should be able to just gently, like a sparrow, tug it onto the boat. Pull. 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 Uh-oh. Come on. Just go. There it goes. Please. Please go. I think it's pulling with all its might. You're almost there. Just go. Just go. I think it's hung up on something. All right, maybe if we move these things in. Or out. Or in. I don't care what anybody says. In theory, this is actually working. I think backwards wasn't a great idea. All right. Come on. Time the wave. You can do it. Oh, it's working. I think it's because the propellers are getting caught. So if I did it forward, I think this would actually work. Yeah, so I think let's go underwater and find out here. Yeah, see, it's the propellers that are getting caught. So if I did this the proper way, I think it would have worked. I might have to do something else with that rail system. All right. We just got to keep on working it a little bit. And pull. I think that's all we're going to get. So maybe I need to shorten those ropes up. So we'll get that thing really close. And then, something I don't like about the ropes, I mean, the ropes are cool, but it all depends on when you hook them up and how long they'll be. Hello. So that should shorten them up a little bit. If I can. This is definitely not safe. But yeah, hold. Thank you. All right, let's see if we can get it the final little. Oh, there we go. Final little push. This will work. Pull. Ah, there it goes. It's trying so hard. How about now? How about now? How about... Oh, that's going inside the ship. Or did it get stuck? Oh, those ones actually got stuck. Alright. Is that going to help it go backwards anymore? Alright. Well, I think we kind of sort of have it. How far off are we hanging? This might be just too big of a boat for this setup. No, actually, we're all the way up on here. Alright, before this thing sinks, let's empty those bilge tanks out. Up. So 55,000 liters worth of fluid to get it to be low enough. Now, hopefully this will be enough that this will raise out of the water now. So we should be pumping the ship dry now. And if this works, then I'm calling it a win, because that'll be the heaviest boat we try to put back here. So then all we have to do is add the world magnets, and then we're good to go. Is this coming up at all? I can't really tell. Yeah, I'm going to have to put a double door there, because if you forget and do something stupid like open one of those hatches, it's going to sink the boat. So maybe a secondary safety door. It's pumping fast, but we might have to add like 3 more pump systems just for emptying out the ballast. We might have to do the same thing up front. And I'll worry about that later. I just wanted to proof of concept this anyway. So technically this should, 5 hours from now, should empty that out. That's going to take a long time. I just want, if it starts coming up, then I'm going to call it a win, because we're definitely going to add a crap load more of those. Because that was a lot of fluid. We might not need that much ballast once we get the engines and the fuel in. The boat's going to be a lot heavier, and all the cabins and everything. We'll just keep making that smaller until we balance it out. But once we put those world magnets on there, in the end, they'll just go clink, and they'll hook right to the ship. And then it won't move. I feel that it's just not draining. It says it is. Guess we can mess around with this for a minute while we're waiting. And yeah, I think that's as far as it can go. So don't drag them on backwards. Oh, this is cool. This is actually coming for, this is just off the top of my head too. Oh, and in the water we go. That's a definite safety issue there. And I haven't put ladders in to get back on the boat yet, so you have to kind of swim everywhere. I think it is coming out of the water a little bit. Hey, we're down to 51,000. Yeah, I'm going to call this a win. I'm going to say that it works. I don't want to stay here for 3 hours waiting for this thing to drain. So definitely good. All right, so what we are going to do, though, is we're going to... Let's put our ropes back. Please, put our ropes back. All right. And thank you. And... All right. So we are going to take this back to the workbench. we'll just leave that other boat right there. All right, so we have all the parts. We're going to add more pumps to fill this, and we'll probably add them up front here. Well, we have to do ones to fill and empty too. And we're downstairs. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, so we'll put pumps in here. All right, so we need 2 pumps facing different directions. So that is the fill, and that is the empty. We have symmetry on still, please. Yes. All right, so then we need to do that again with the fill and with the empty. Should we do one more? Yeah, that was taking forever. Fuck it, we'll do one more. Why not go overboard? All right. And I put those way too close. That's fine. We'll figure it out. All right. So that's the in. So we can just go like this. 1. And then could you not do that? 2. And 3. There we go. And then we'll put our fluid. Well, we'll punch a hole in the bottom of the ship. That'll help it sink. We'll put our fluid ports in. Kind of, sort of. Could we? There we go. There's 1. There's 2. There's the 3rd one. All right. So this should be plenty of pumps to fill and empty this thing a lot faster. If I can get it to line up with the hole. There we go. There's 1. Here's the second one, because that one I put in the right position. I can go back later and make this pretty. I just want to get this done. Make sure it works. Okay, so there, and there. Okay. So that's the innies. Now we gotta somehow make the outies, so there, 1 there, that's the outie. We got, yeah, that's another outie. We want those at the bottom though, so they drain the tank completely. Oh, stupid lag. Anyway, there we go. Bump, bump, bump. There's 1. 2. There's 3. Okay. Okay. I was like, what am I doing wrong? I forgot. All right. So 1. We'll make these ones actually even. 2, 3, 4, 6. All right. So we got 3 more in and 3 more out. I should have put them all in the same spot, but that's okay. I shouldn't have spaced them out like that. That's stupid. 1, 2. This could be a freaking bear and a half to remember which ones are which. All right, so the spinny part, that is always the direction of flow. So we are going to put these on there, and that is wrong. We're going to put these on there and flip it. And this is just going to keep it from the fluid from going the wrong way. Yeah, and that one. For some reason, they do work better when you do that. I have no idea why. It's one of life mysteries. There we go. Oh, there we don't go. They didn't get these things very even. That's okay. Like I said, I'll come back later, and I just want to make sure this works, and then we'll fix it later. All right, so that one, and that one, and that one. All right, so that is our outs. Now we need to do our ins. Let's do that. Oh, nope, I don't want to do that. Yeah, they added so much with this new DLC that nice. That was almost automatic. Oh, I never hooked that one up. I'm under me. I'll have to check all the piping too before we actually spawn it again, just to make sure that we got everything. I see quite a few of them that I missed. All right, well, I'm getting sidetracked here. All right, that is going in, so we don't. Do we need a filter for that one? I don't think we can fit a filter on that one. I guess we could. Let's go like that. That's going in, so that should go the other way. Yeah, I didn't make these even at all. All right, that is in. We'll have to do some funky pipe work here. All right, and then that one is an in too, so I'll put the filter back on. All that's doing, it's just a one-way valve basically, and it just keeps it from rolling back. I guess I don't think it's that important here, but like when you build a fuel tanker, you want that so the seawater can't go back in the tank, because if seawater backfills into the tank at all, it throws the whole system off and you can't fill it anymore with fuel. It's one of those things, because it doesn't know how to handle like pipes with mixed liquids in them. All right, so pump one is, let's get that. Pump one is hooked up completely. Yes. Pump two is good. Yes. 3, good. 4 and 5. That one's so good. This is the easy part. I gotta figure out which one's which. All right, so that is all of them. I think we're all hooked up. And I am coming outside the boat. Sheesh. Okay. Let's do the electrical, which is easy peasy. Bop, bop, bop. All right. And we'll hook you guys together. Okay, we'll get you to something that has electricity already. Hook you guys up here. All right, so we have electricity. Now the part that's going to suck. All right, so that is an in. Every other one is an in. Where's my little box here? So that's a down. Right? Yeah. And that's a down. Okay, maybe this won't be so bad. And that one's a down. And okay. Yeah, so this one is one we really need, and that is a uh-oh. I done fucked up already, didn't I? That is an out. I think I screwed up, because that's actually in. This is the out. Dang it. Can I don't think that works that way. Alright, I gotta start over again. I confused myself. It's too late for smart people work. No, we want to undo that. Thank you. All right, we haven't done anything on that side yet. Okay, let's try this again. That is going to put fluid in, so that is going to be a down. Out. And in. Okay, so that's going to be an in. That is an in. Actually, am I hooking them up to the wrong damn thing? I am. That's why it's not making any sense. This is why you should always... I have to redo all this once we set up the actual system. And that's lower. That's up. So that is lower. That's why it wasn't making any sense. I was going to the wrong damn spot. Lower. And lower. Did it again. Okay. That is raised. And that is raised. You have to have the patience of a saint to build anything good with this. And raise. Okay. Flip and reverse. That is lower. First one's lower. Next one, right, is raise. Okay. So lower. And that one is lower. And that one is lower. And boop. Oh, it sucks I gotta rewire all this once I build that little thing, but at least this is proof of concept. I didn't want to get too into it if it just wasn't going to work. All right. So we have electricity hooked up. We have all the logic hooked up. Let's save this damn thing just in case. And we will spawn it again. Is that tugboat still out there? Yeah. Alright, so we're still... See, it almost needs to come down just a little bit more in the front. But we can mess with that later. Alright, let's try this again. So this time, is that the front of the boat there? It is the front of the boat there, dang it. "50 minutes, we haven't got anything done." Actually, really, once we add the magnets to it, the whole cargo thing is done. The loading and unloading of the ship is done. So we can't go much farther down anyway, because then the part you stand on is going to be underwater. And this is like super calm seas. Oh, turn, please, turn, brakes. Can we just squeeze just around? And I put the steering backwards for some reason when I did this. I just need you to just kind of just get out of the freaking way. We're going to try to pull it on the front way. See, yeah, that was the problem too. If we took it on the front's nice and smooth on that. Just need to get this thing enough out of the way where I can pull it back there. Alright, so which way is the rudder going? I can't believe I put it on backwards. Alright, so we need to go that way. Okay. Come on, just kind of, just flick out of the way. Just a little bit. Or you can just kind of just go with us, I suppose. Alright, that should be enough. Alright, let's get over here and move this damn thing. Hello! And into the water we go. I'll say, I know I put ladders on this one. I'm really happy how this turned out. I'm still pretty happy with this boat. Our tugboat's pretty awesome. Alright, so reverse gear is on. We need a little bit of RPMs. We'll just try to do it gingerly this time. What are those? Oh, those are the cooling fans. Alright, so we're just going to kind of pull around behind it and then try this again. I guess you couldn't really use this ship in like high seas. It would probably flip the whole dang thing. Alright, so now we need to pull our clutch out here. Take off reverse gear. Let's take it nice and slow. Not that slow. Alright, we need to slow it down. Slow it down. We need a hard turn. I don't think this boat does hard turns really well. Oh, we're making it. Keep on going. Keep on going. Keep on going. Some more. A little bit more. I could even... I don't know. I guess we can't do that. I was going to say I could even cut the deck out a little bit and make it more of a V shape, but that's not going to work because we have all our stuff all set up. Alright. So we're going to... I got to cut this thing right down there. Kind of a little off center, but and once we start getting the engines in this, we're gonna have bow and stern thrusters on the recovery boat, so you can kind of wiggle it around as you need to. All right, so I need to move that pulley system out. Gotta start labeling the controls. Everything's getting confusing now. I like this track system thing though. I imagine you can build some pretty sweet stuff with that. I don't think you can... I think that's as fast as it goes, though. So you couldn't make like a crash test thing where you fling a car into a wall. That's what I was thinking when I saw it. Alright, so we're all the way out. Alright. Up and over. Let's do that again. I'm going to try just one rope maybe this time. I don't think we need the two. Speed this along a little bit. Alright, so just hook that there, and you should have a little hooky thing here. There we go. It's not going to pull it on straight, though. I don't care. We'll give it a try. What's the worst can happen? All right. And tugger, tug, tug. Pull it on there. Come on. Oh, oh. Come on. You can do it. It's just pulling the boat forward, though. That's the only thing that sucks. Come on. Ah, here you go. Oh, no, no, no. We don't want to flip the damn boat. Let it go. Let it go. Let it go. Let it go. No, 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 no. This is the opposite of what we want. All right. Pull it again. So maybe the 2-rope system was a little better idea. All right. Yeah, because that's just jerking that boat over on the side. Let's put a second rope on it. I might have to modify our boats that we might have to rescue. So the ropes are pulling from a lower angle, too. That might not be helping things. So let's get you over there. We'll get you to here. Maybe we can put some rollers down there or something. Maybe that would help. Technically, we need the ship to be a little bit lower in the water, but I think it will be once we add the engines and fuel and all that. All right, so let's try this again without the oops. And pull. And you're always stuck. Unstick yourself. I said unstick yourself. That's as much as that thing can pull. Doesn't have a lot of torque. We had it up here once already. Come on. Do it. Do it. I'll do it upside down. I don't give a shit. It worked so good the first time. Oh, that's what we did too. We brought those things in. Maybe that'll help. Lift it up a little bit. Up. Right? Up and over. We might have to have like a little one of those up front that pushes up. Kind of pushes up on the boat. That'd be all right. We'd have a thing that flip up and help the boat up with some wheels on it or something. I think that would actually fix our problem. All right, let's try this again. And pull. And pull. And pull. Come on, damn it. I figured the front would have been easier. We were actually better doing it backwards. Could you just get over that little hump just for me? I don't know what's catching here. Let's see if we can dive down here. We got a flashlight. Yeah, so we need something to push, like a ramp or something. What if I get under here and push myself? Oh, I'm drowning. I'm drowning. I'm drowning. I'm drowning. And I'm on fire? Why am I on fire? That must have been... Okay, we almost died. All right, fine. Fine. We're going to do a thing to help it on there. Back to the drawing board again. I mean, I'm sure if I used a different boat, I could get it up there without a problem, but this will not be a super huge problem. So we just gotta make, those are 3 wide, right? That is more than 3 wide. So that is 3 wide, right? Ooh, that punched a hole in our boat. What were those things we were using? The rails? Actually, we could probably use a piston instead. That's actually a better idea. But I don't know. Let's look at the piston suspension, pneumatic piston. Holy shit. That thing is freaking huge. Nope, I don't think that'll work. We might have to use another rail system. Or maybe if I just put rollers there. Let me see what I got for wheels. I want to see how the wheels work. What kind of wheels do we have? How big are they? Oh my god. Monster truck tire there. Medium wheel. Where's small? We need small. Need a wheel. Coaster wheels. Oh, look at that. That'd actually be perfect. What are you upset about? Okay, so we gotta build it out a little bit. Ah, all right. Wonderbar. All right, so we'll just put coasters on it. I'm sure that'll work. I'm sure that'll be no problem. All right, so let's just put a bunch of coaster wheels there. Oh, I get it. You can't touch. I get it. I get it. I get it. Oh, so we need one in the center too. I guess we could build it out by a block. We're just testing this anyway. I'll make it pretty later. Let's see here. Doop, doop, doop. I mean, that doesn't look horrible-ish. All right, let's get some paint action going here because that's going to drive me nuts. And we'll paint. Paint. And we'll paint, 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 paint. It's the wrong color blue. Just realized that. Paint, paint, paint. There we go. All right, so technically then the boat should hit the rolly rollers and help it over the hump. All right, so let's save it because we've done a lot of work to it already. Hopefully those things will freewheel. And spawn. Hopefully that'll get us over our lip. Yeah, see, those should work. Just kind of... Burp. Need a faster set of propellers, though. I should have moved that all the way out of the way. That's okay. All right, so I just need to start making a turn right now, and we'll get around it. Yeah, those are like the propellers for like a little tiny boat. I just threw them on there because they don't use a lot of electricity, and I just want to be able to get it out of the dock, which it does do that. It just takes forever. All this so we can try the pump. So if the pumps don't work, we just went through like a half an hour of shit for no reason. See, it's actually sitting fairly level, I think. Come on. In front. In front. Because I don't have to try to back that boat up and pull it forward again. I'm hoping these wheels work. I think there's no reason why they shouldn't. I might have to put them the whole length of it, but I can't do that because those push things come in. All right, that's good enough. All right, so I'm going to bring these actually in a little bit. Like that, and we're going to take the pulling unit all the way out. I got to label this shit. I'm trying to look under the rail. Dummy. All right. Meow. All right. Oh, I almost got the ladder. All right, so let's, we got to reverse gear it a little bit. Pull the clutch out here. I should have just left this damn thing running. Got plenty of fuel. Ooh, I'm not steering. I'm not steering. You gotta steer. All right. Holy cow, I think the engines I need to be adjusted. They're kind of over revving a bit. Just gently forward. Gently forward. What the hell's that? And off. Die, motor, die. They were a little better lined up this time. Alright. This is not what we intended the tugboat for. Yeah, Leo. So we really need it to be a little deeper. I think I can add triangles here too, and that'll give it less stuff to catch on too. We might do that next time we're in the workshop. All right, still kind of off center, but we'll see if the wheels work. All right, I want to hook to you. Thank you. Wish you can carry 2 ropes at a time. Yeah, because even I'm getting caught on these things. I think if I put wedges on there, that might help it a little bit too. All right, so we need that one to that one there. All right. Get me back out of here. Why do I want to do this ship again? I have no idea. All right. Can you pull? Are you pulling? You're pushing. You're pulling. Here you go. Up, on the wheels. On the wheels. The wheels. Oh, the wheels work. The wheels are... The wheels work. And we gotta come up with that a little bit. I think they are kind of working. But still, there's something on the front of that boat it does not like. Come on. Just want to be done with this. Oh. Holy crap. There it goes. Come on. Keep it coming. Can I get a running start at you? I think if I hooked lower, the vessel would pull on straight. So I can just redesign where the hooks are on the tugboat too. We just got to fight it up here. Using the rubber band effect. Oh, come on. We're almost there. You're doing so good. And more. Go. Just one last little push. Maybe I bring those in. Yeah. I might have to shorten the ropes again. This is going to be quite a process to do this. So we probably won't use this boat that often. Come on! It's so close. It's so close. All right. Let's reset our rope. See, I think it's because we're pulling at such a high angle. I think if I made this thing taller, or we just shorten the ropes up a little bit, or if I pull from a lower area on the boat that we're going to rescue. All right, so let me open these up a little bit. And give her a quick pull. We just got to get it another couple feet. We're good. Come on. You're trying. You want to do it. I think the rollers did help, though. What if we move this thing a little bit? Will that help? Oh, holy shit. We're already we're kind of all the way up on there. All right, technically we are up there. I just think these wedges got in the way now. Let's take those all the way out. So we got it, just kind of got it cockeyed on there now. There we go. And, uh-oh. The game just almost crashed. I made something mad. All right, so technically we have it. I think it's far enough on here to actually do our test. Oh yeah, it's up out of the water. So hopefully our new pump system will just totally empty this tank out like instantly. I doubt it though. All right, so we need to go up. Ooh, it's definitely a lot faster. I have no way to tell if they're working or not, but I think it is going a lot faster. It's still going to be a bit of process. We have a lot of water in there. So yeah. I don't know what that was. Something just exploded. Oh, was it the motor on the yacht? On the no, we shut down the motor on the tugboat. It sounded like a motor. I have no idea what the hell that sound is. Is it something? Oh, it's those things. Oh God, we just punched a hole in the side of the boat. That's why we need the world magnet, so it doesn't. It's colliding with those things, and it's breaking the shit out of them. Yeah, so we'll have to add those world magnets. Yeah, because I just fucked up that boat pretty bad. I don't care. We're coming out of the water one way or another. I guess I could let off on this. Maybe that's it. Let off on that a little bit. There you go. See, now you're sitting pretty. How are we doing on the emptying? It is going faster. Maybe there's just a limit on how fast you can take fluid in and out. So this is probably a good time for me to take a quick break. All right, so I will be right back, and I'll just let this run while I'm gone, and I just want to prove that we can get it out of the water, and then we will call it, and we will put some of the world magnets on, and then start adding the batteries and the propulsion system, the drive system. We're going to do one solid modular engine instead of the pre-made ones, that's going to be pretty cool. So, all right, I'll be right back. Whew. All right, where are we at? We're actually, the pumps worked good. We're down to 19,000 liters, and I think the boats, I mean, we're high and dry here. Just about out of the water. So I think once we put the world magnets on, we will be okay. The only thing I found that is going to be a problem are these doors here. I think after that tank's empty, we're still, because of the weight of this boat, we're still going to have a problem right there. So I'm not 100% sure what to do about that. Because we need more ballast in the back to hold the weight of the ship, but we need less ballast in the back to get the ship to lower deep enough. I should have built it like the back end of the boat way down, I think, so it was below the water line farther instead of making the boat straight across. That's probably where the big mistake happened. But in all actuality, I think it's going to be okay. It's making our boat lisp really bad, just for the fact that it's not even right now on the holders here. I guess I could fiddle with those and yeah, see, now there's pressure on it. Yeah, see, that evened this out pretty good. Are we almost empty? Still got 12,000 liters of fluid in here. This might actually level off nicely. I just need to get it low enough where those doors aren't flooding to be a true success. We don't have any torches either. So eventually we'll have, those rooms will have gear in it. Which, worst comes to worst, I'll build a wall there. And we'll be able to weld and fix everything on the side of this boat that we damaged when we pulled it on here. That is kind of cool, though, how they did add all this damage. I guess there's a lot more damage now that the weapons DLC's out. You can actually start popping holes in boats. And that's going to be pretty cool. Because they have all kinds of new radars. They have long-range weapons. They have Gatling guns. I think they have handheld guns. And it was a paid DLC. That's the only thing that kind of sucked. But it does have a lot of content. And they've never had a paid DLC, so I think we can let it slide. Because this game is pretty awesome. Ooh, I think the water's starting to recede a little bit. Where are we at here? That's weird. One side emptied before the other one did. Maybe because of the way the boat was tilted, possibly. So, still not all the way out of the water, but this is a pretty huge... I mean, this is the full length of our deck here. So this is probably the biggest boat we'll ever have up on here. And we're not going to use this every day either, so I don't think that's a success. We're going to call that good. I can't believe it worked. I mean, I'm pretty stoked. I didn't think that was actually going to work. Getting the boat back off of there, on the other hand, is going to be a total nightmare. But I think if the boats are lighter... But I won't know until after we put the fuel and stuff in there, so... I want to start building a plane soon. I've never built a plane before. Yeah, we're just about empty. So once that's empty, I think I'm just going to call that, and we'll go back and go to work on more stuff. Because it did get it out of the water, technically. It's just that boat is so heavy. That tugboat's pretty big. So yeah, our recovery vessels actually kind of work. Nice. All right, let's take it back to the workbench. Nice. All right, so let's exit the workbench real quick. We already saved, didn't we? Yeah, because I want to get rid of this tugboat now. We don't need it anymore. And you're out. Alright, so let's load our heavy... Well, I called it a crane ship. I have to rename it because I'm no longer using the crane system. Alright, so I think I'm going to wait off on putting the world magnets and everything on until I build that little hut right there that we need. So why don't we start building the engine and all that, I guess. Which we're going to have to put that probably towards the front a little bit. Which kind of sucks because that's going to bring the rear up again. But that's where we have the most space. This will be our engine room. So let's get started with that, I guess. I'm not sure how wide we need this, so let's start getting the engine parts. We don't need any of this, so we're gonna go to modular. Is everything still working? Yeah, everything's still working. All right, so these are the modular engines. So the first thing we need is crank. That's a 3x3. That little one. It's a cylinder. All right, here's what we need. Modular crankshaft. So that's a little boat. No, that's a crankshaft converter. That's a 5x5. There's a 3x3. How big is that going to be? Ooh, I think that'll be plenty. So which way are we heading? Boop. We got to go that way. Is there another floor below this? There is another floor. This is the actual engine room. All right. So I do have to plan ahead a little bit because I don't know where the stacks are going to come out. So probably right there. So let's go straight down. One more. There we go. So that's where we want like the exhaust coming out. So these are the new modular engines. Usually you just have you just lay it down and you got the engine and you start plumbing it like we did before. Do we need two? We'll do two engines. We'll do one. We'll do one. You can do as many cylinders as you want. So we need to flip this sucker around. Oh, why in the last minute did you change on me? So let's do like a 4-cylinder or 5-cylinder. Let's do a 5-cylinder. All right, so that should get the first one down. There we go. Let's put one in front of that. These are kind of neat. I do like it. It's just, it was confusing at first to learn how to do them because they actually, as complicated as the regular motors are, these are like twice as complicated. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's do 5-cylinder. 5-cylinder. All right, so now we need to put pistons on. Those are right there, 5x5. What do we use? A 3x3. So 3x3 cylinder. Uh-oh, we're already running out of room. Shoot. I'm gonna have to cut the floor. And let's cut the floor. There we go. That's cool because then we'll have an observation deck or something. I don't know. We'll figure it out. All right, so let me think. That's gonna be the front of the engine there. So we need, am I going the right way? Yeah, that's correct. All right, so now these are actually the cylinders themselves. The bottom's just a crank. I should have left myself more room. Did I screw that up? I did screw that up. I wonder why it didn't line up. All right. So I can turn symmetry off right this second. Let me get a little less confusing. All right, so on the front, we need belts. 3x3 drive belt system. I think they go right there. Is that correct? Do I have that? Or has that got to go? Nope, that's not right. Don't tell me, is that the bottom of the boat? No. It is the bottom of the boat. Shoot sticks. All right. I got to raise this thing up. Bop, 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 bop. All right. So let's cut a big chunk out of this floor again. I do need symmetry back for that part. All right, so we're going to cut from here to here, here to here. All right, that's good. All right, let's do this all over again. Crankshaft. Oh, no, I'm dumb. I got to put blocks down first. It's 3x3, wasn't it? How many blocks do we put down? 1, 2, 3. Okay, that's good. All right, I forgot you had to put a base down. That's the part I screwed up. Because it overhangs a little bit. Oh, what the hell am I doing? All right. So you're going to cooperate now. Put you right in the center. All right. So I think that's right. Okay. Yeah, all right. So now we just got to get caught up to where we were. Yeah, I think I just did it wrong again. I got to turn symmetry off again. That's what's screwing me up. Can't see. All right. 1, 2. I think we said 3. And nope. Gets kind of funky in tight places. The camera likes jumping around. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think 5 cylinders would be enough. All right. So now we need to put the piston thingy majiggers back on. Oh, I guess I went too far. All right, we're gonna do that, and then we're gonna go like this. We're gonna back that up just a little bit. All right, now we can put the pistons on. And those are in it. those things are tall. I got that right though. I believe I have that right. Yeah, that's right. Oh no, that's the wrong one. I got the really big one. That's a 5x5. We need the next one down. That's why it didn't look right. I was like, what? There we go. Now we're moving along. These are kind of neat because you can build any size motor that you want. So it's kind of, it's a little weird how it works. It actually gives you a fuel air mixture like you would in a real plane, which does make it to be a gigantic pain in the ass. All right, we're going to use actual generators, so we don't need to put that on. So what we do need is we're going to have to put on... Okay, let me remember how all this works. Do I need 2 drive belt sets? I built a small motor. I didn't build the big one, so now, of course, we're going to the big one. Honestly speaking, I don't know if I should just throw the universal ones on for now and then come back. No, we said we were going to do this. We gotta stick it out. I'm just not sure what to do on the front there. I don't know if I have to do 2 sets of drive belts or 1. I think it's just 1. All right, so now we need... I think you need double the air for all the fuel that you put in. So we have these little manifold things. So we're going to put a manifold on. And these will be our fuel ones. So I'm going to spin them backwards. All right, so we need fuel thing. Fuel manifold. Okay, so we got 2 fuels, so we're going to need 4 air. And that was the trick, because otherwise you have to have 2 different levers and you have to mix the air and fuel ratio, and it's a huge pain in the ass. All right, so now we're going to put 4 air on it. Honestly, I think we can just... I was going to pipe the air outside, but I think I can just do it in the... Maybe not. I don't remember exactly how that works, but let's put the air things on. So we'll spin those. Bop, 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 bop. I want to turn them. Thank you. 1 there, 2 there. So I don't know if I can just put... I think I can just put little air filters on there. But this is an enclosed space. I know that messes with the jet engine, but maybe it won't mess with this. So I think there's just an air... What's that thing? That's a clutch. Should be a little air filter thing. Not seeing it. Temperature sensor. We're going to need one of those. Where is the air? I have to do it that way. Air. There, air filter. There it is. So pop and pop. And all right. So we got 4 airs. Now we need the modular exhaust. And where is the... We're going to use another one of these deals here. And those are going to run our exhaust pipes. Exhaust manifold straight, exhaust, exhaust, and those will hook up to our standard pipe system. So I think we can just run those right to the ceiling. And then we can cut out the hole. We'll run the exhaust really quick. I can always paint these later. I don't know if we'll even get this thing running today. Just for the fact that there's so much involved in this. I want to go over with that. Where's our over? There's our over. Are we gonna cooperate or just be a douche? There it goes. I got it now. Yeah, I think it did turn out great. Like I don't plan this out. I didn't draw this out. I just had an idea in my head and a couple things I wanted to try. So I am happy with this, and I'm not a Stormworks professional either. I just really started playing the game seriously just not too long ago. So, all right, so I need to try to erase those two blocks. Where does that take us? Not exactly where I wanted the exhaust coming up at, but we can fix that later. I just want to get this thing to actually work first. So we just need a straight pipe. It's angle enclosed, straight pipe enclosed. All right. So we're just gonna get this working for now, to get the engine working, and I'll go back and make things pretty just like last time again. All right. So is everything hooked up? All right. So we got 2 exhausts out. The air is already done. I have no way to get. Where is that? Oh, that's on the deck. Okay, so I do have a way to get in here. That's fine. All right. So I just want to make sure we can actually get this thing to start up. All right, so let me think. So we need, let's put a couple fuel tanks in. These are just tester tanks. We'll do large fuel tanks. I'm just going to do 2 of them really quick. Oops. I just want to see if this will run, then we'll actually start wiring it in properly. Let's see here. You need to go that way. I should have made this blue. I can't see shit. There we go. And you want to go that way. You're going to go up. I'm going to delete all this and properly do this. I just want to see if this will actually work. If we can't get it to run, I'm just going to switch over to the standard engines for now. I'm just still pretty new at these. These just make more power and they're better on fuel and all that. All right, so there's fuel 1. There's the second fuel. We're putting a lot of weight on one side. That's the only thing that sucks. And here's that. This is ugly as shit, but that's okay. Okay, so our fuel's hooked up, our air is hooked up, our exhaust is out. Now we need to run a couple coolant lines. All right, so we need a small tank. Let's do a medium fluid tank. All right, and that one we have to change before we forget to fresh water. Pew, 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 pew. Fresh water. All right, that'll feed our coolant system. All right. Yeah, right? Actually, I got to turn that tank. That sucks. All right, so I got to erase that. I got to turn it on its side because they've added these, each side has a port now. And that is super, super helpful. Let's put it on this side since we're putting so much weight on the other side. All right. Hopefully that'll be enough. So, all right, so now we need modular ports. We need 2 manifold. All right, and then we need, should be 1 for coolant. That's a clutch. It's a cylinder, fuel manifold, exhaust manifold. Ah, there it is. Modular engine cooling manifold. Oh, crap, we only need 1 of those. That's okay. There we go. I forgot that this has a 2-way pipe on it. All right, so that's our fluid in and our fluid out. So what we're going to do is, that's something else. Like the old coolant systems we were using before, you didn't have to have a fluid supply to it. For some reason, these ones you do, for some reason, I guess, question mark. It's just what I saw in the tutorial that I watched. All right, so now we are down there. And I didn't even do that. I said, if we can get it running, then we're going to continue with this engine. If we can't get it running, you know, the hell with that. We'll have to keep experimenting later. I'm actually way outside of my comfort zone right now. All right, so now we're going to bring this back that way. One. All right. So now we need some fans. No. Radiators. There we go. Radiators. All right. So radiator 3x3. Well, let's do 1 5x5. Hell no, that's too big. Let's do a 3x3. That'd be friggin' plenty. All right. So these ones actually have an electric fan built onto them, but they require fluid, from what I gathered. And they're also a pain in the ass to get free floating. Fine, I will just put it on the top of this damn tank then. There. That'll work for now. Yeah, weird pipes going everywhere. All right, so now let's move it across. And then up. And then down. So really, once we do this, a couple controls and buttons, and we'll be able to actually, in theory, being the keyword, we should be able to fire this engine up, and it'll work. If it doesn't, then I have a lot of work to do, and then we'll just kind of call it for this one for tonight. Because I'll have to watch more tutorials. I mean, we could just use a standard engine again, but we do need to bite the bullet and learn how to do this. So eventually all this will get erased except for the engine part. All right, so we got fluid, we got that. We need to put clutch, a 3x3 clutch on the end of this thing. All right, then we need starter. Need a starter. You might need a couple of them. We're gonna put 2 of them on there. Oh, and I think you need a fluid pump. That's what I did forget. I think you do need a fluid pump for that to actually work, but we're not going to run it for very long. All right, so we got a starter. We got all that. All right, so let's get the basic stuff we need. We need a lever. And that is going to go there. And we need the start button. So we need a button. We'll use the key button. I don't know if we can change the properties of the key button. Default state on, off, hold duration. All right. Let's put a regular button too, because I don't want the starter to stay on the whole time. All right, let's hook electricity up to all this. That's the key. Yeah, so we're gonna have the key run the actual to that, and then we'll have the starter. And then we just got to tie it into the electrical system. Nice. All right, so let's get the logic going here. How about we stay on the logic button? Thank you. All right, so this is the key button. We'll turn on the fans. The push button will be the 2 starters. And this will be to the throttle. There's something to do with the clutches for the pumps and stuff like that. I have to watch the tutorial again. I'm being stupid. All right, so technically this should work now? Question mark. So let's save it really quick and spawn it. We should be able to start this engine, in theory. Oh god, I just broke my leg. Yeah, that sucks. We're gonna flood this thing. I forgot those ballast tanks start full. That's okay. There we go. Ah, not bad. All right, we're good. Alright, so we need to... Why is this not working? Say we're getting 0 exhaust. Problem. I think we might go to the standard engines. I just, this is going to be way too much of a freaking nightmare. There's so much you have to do with these to get them running. And I obviously forgotten something. Maybe it's because this thing isn't on. I don't know. I don't know why the key isn't working. Maybe I didn't hook electricity up to it. Maybe I have to have the coolant running for it to... No, that wouldn't make sense. All right, the hell with it. All right. We're going to go on a deleting binge here. I know we were going to do this, but we'll do it another time. Wait a minute. Ah, crap. That's what... We didn't hook the exhaust pipes up. I hope I can go backwards far enough. Put all this back together again. I think that's what I did wrong. All right. Yeah. Okay, that'll be why. There's no way for the exhaust to get out. There's no port. That's exhaust pipe. There we go. We're just putting a temporary in. Poop and poop. All right. Now we have to. For some reason, the coolant fan thing didn't have juice or something. Are you not hooked up to electricity? Are you not hooked up to logic? No, you're going to the... Okay. All right. Let's spawn it. My guy's like dead. one more fall and I think I'll break my legs. Oh, not yet. I don't have any medic kits here either. That's why everything's on gray. That's how they kind of tell you that you're dying. All right. All right, so cooling fans are on. Throttle's up. See, this is the problem. Come on, baby, start. There's a button you can hit to see what's wrong. See, they overcomplicated these things. All right, forget it. Plan B. We're going to put the regular engines that we know how to work in there. At least we have the exhaust already coming out. I love the modular engine idea. It's awesome, but they overcomplicated it. I think because people were getting bored or some shit. I don't know. But they should have just made it just like the other engines where, you know, if you wanted to do this weird fuel air mixture, we have to mess around with all that, you could, instead of what they did. But I'm not a developer and I didn't put all the work into this, so they can kind of rule with it however they want it. So we are going to use 2 large engines. Oops, and we're not going to punch holes in the boat. And I'll work on trying to get the modular engines working better again. Like I said, I had a little one and I got it to work, but there's something obviously I'm missing. And I don't want to spend all night messing with it. I want to get this thing. We got a lot to do on this thing. So good news is we can take out this little floorboard thing. All right. Is it motor? Engine, yeah. So there's a large engine, there's a medium engine. So we're going to do 2 larges. Let's symmetry it back on. Where are we at? Okay. So I at least want to get these placed down. All right, that is the rear. And that's what we want facing backwards. All right. Oh, God. Thank you. All right. Cool. So I got the 2 engines in. See, these are easy peasy. You just hook the pipes up. I think they have 2 exhausts per engine or 1. This is nice because the pipes tell you what you need. Air, exhaust, exhaust. Ah, there is 2 per. All right. Well, we got them in anyway, and I'll mess with it because I don't like how we have this going here and all that. So the big thing tonight was to get the main part of that the thingamajigger done. And I want to fix this up a little bit, put some rails in and make it into an actual engine room and all that. And we'll have to figure out what to do about this whole situation here with the flooding. Oh, one thing we can do before I leave, because I talked about doing it, I don't want to forget, is we're going to go yellow. We're going to go back to these wedges. We're going to turn symmetry mode back on. We're going to solve our hanging up on ship problem that we had here. Because otherwise we'll never get the ships back off once we get them on here. So we're going to put wedges there on all these. Which that makes them look a little better anyway. And it'll keep it from having a spot for everything to hang up on. Excellent. Because we already did one of the ships where we built the engine in it and stuff, I might work on this a little bit on my own too, so we can move on to our next project. Because I still have to do a lot on this thing. We still have to do the whole interior thing and all that. Really, the flooding problem wasn't that bad. I wish that you could start these tanks out. I bet you can. Since we're dinking around anyway, let's do this. That's our fluid thing. See, fill level 100%. Let's turn it to 0. All right. That way, I think we can spawn it without fluid in it. And spawn. Oh, God. Why are we listing all the way to one side? We may have made a mistake. Oh, I didn't do both of them. I'm stupid. There's 2 of them because we did symmetry mode. I'm like, why is that thing so freaking messed up? We had all that fluid on one side only. All right. Oh, dude. That's another problem. You're supposed to be seawater. I never fixed that one. That would explain, maybe that's why the ship didn't go down the way it was supposed to, because we were filling one side with diesel. And I was pumping diesel. I mean, that was a big ecological disaster there, because we were pumping, when we emptied it, we were pumping diesel out. All right, let's spawn it again. Now we should be nice and level. Let me up. Yeah, there we go. Because when it goes forward now, it won't get hung up on everything, in theory. All right, let's take a quick look at our engine compartment here. Yeah. See, we'll have to build a staircase and all that. But I have to add a coolant system, which will be up on the wall there. I have to add fuel tanks and stuff, which we're kind of nosing down in the front now a little bit. So we'll add the fuel tanks in that compartment ahead of us up there. We'll actually make that our fuel, because we got a lot of pipes to run and everything. I got to kill my character off really quick because I'm freaking blind. What's the quickest way to do it? Okay, here we go. We're gonna drown. Drowned. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Good as new. Just gotta run all the way back there. Or I could cheat and spawn it. Yeah, see, this is a hangar where we're going to start building airplanes and trucks. That's where you build airplanes, trucks, and cars, and helicopters and all that. There was something else that we did that I wanted to look at when we spawned it up. Oh, we did the fluid tanks, and we did that triangle. I guess that was it. Yeah, because those engines are heavy. See how it's starting to sit heavier in the front? So that'll help us sink down lower in the water, too. The fuel tanks will probably be right about here in the middle, because we're going to have a pretty good sized fuel tank. No, what are you? Okay, that's going to be the equipment lockers. I don't know if we ever came up on the bridge. So it's a nice... the bridge is going to be good. I'm pretty happy with this ship. It's turning out really good. It just has a lot... we have a lot of work because all this stuff's coming out, including those, that battery. The exhaust pipes are going to come up. See, we can't do that either because that's... oh, no, that's fine. We can do it there. They can come up there because this is going to be like a little overhang with a control booth. We're going to try to make some kind of cool control booth so you can watch all the operations as you're loading a ship on. So I think by putting the fuel right in that spot right there, that should level it back off and hopefully get us to sink down a little farther and make it a little easier to load boats up. So I think that, yeah, we'll put this in here and make sure we save it one more time. And I do believe that's I'm gonna call that for a night for this stream because we got a lot of work to do. Yeah. So I think the next time around we're gonna start building our control booth. I'll have the engines all figured out because I have to get rid of all this crap back here. We need some bigger rudders, otherwise this thing's never going to turn. And then we are going to build some kind of engine pods here, and we're going to put the see, those are the gigantic ones. See, those are going to be too big, so I think if we just go with the large prop, yeah, see, I think if we just do like 4 of those, boop, like that. So 2 engines run 2 props and the generators and all that. I think that'll give us... we don't even need... I don't think we even need that many because this ship is not going to be one that's going to be cruising at super high speed. Plus, it's pretty huge. So let's look in the inside really quick, just out of curiosity's sake. So let's find the engine room. All right, on the other wall of the engine room, this will make it really nice. Yeah, see, I can just block this off and we'll make a big fuel tank here. Matter of fact, I can do that right now. So we don't want to make it too big because that's a lot of fuel. We'll have to fill that thing. So I think honestly, so we just go like that, and we'll boop, 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 boop. This will be actually something quick we can do before we go, because this we can just spawn it with fluid in it, and this will be our fuel tank, and that'll be across the center of the ship, so that'll help with balancing it out too. And we'll do it the same as we did the water one. All right, so we just have to. All right, so we need to punch. Where's the engine at? All right, they're right there. So we'll have to punch. Do we punch the second one because we're in symmetry? Okay, so one of those is going to be. So let me change that to. What do they call port? We're going to change them to red. All right, so these will be the 2 inlets to the engine. All right, then we need a spawner. Oop, 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 oop. I need to put that right in the middle. You need a spawner to tell an area that it can handle fluid. That's the only way you get the fluid to work. That's gonna be diesel. We're gonna start full. Nice. Now we need 2. 1, 2, 2. Yeah, we need meters. It's not me. Yeah, there we go. Fluid meters. One's gonna be in the engine room, and one's gonna be up on the bridge. Now, and since we're not doing a bunch of small tanks like we did on the other ship, that'll be perfect. All right, so then we're going to put a dial. I'm just curious on how big this tank is. That's why we're putting a dial in right now. All right, so let's do the logic of it. What is that? Fuel capacity, fuel level. That will hook some electricity up to it. Uh-oh, I spun myself. Where am I at? Oh, excuse you. All right. So is that the dial? Yeah. I think that's all we need electricity for. Because I'm not doing the engines right now anyway. All right, so we got that, got that, got that. All right, so let's see. Let's save it really quick. I just want to see what that does for us sitting in the water and how much fuel that thing's actually going to hold. Because we're probably going to build a reserve tank too. Oof. That did bring the front down a bit. I mean, really, we can adjust the ride height too by putting some ballast back in. I just want to see how much fuel this thing's actually going to hold. Can I get in here? All right. Wow, that's it. I figured that would be more than that. 7,000 liters? That's it? That ain't jack. All right. We're going to expand the fuel tank some more. I thought that was going to be a lot more than that. That's a lot of space, but this is a big ship, so we're going to need a lot of fuel. So let's cut that wall out, and we'll expand it. And that'll help with the weight. There we go. So hell with it. We'll make a big tank. We'll go to there. Because why not? That should be quite a bit more. That seems a lot more than 7,000 liters. And that's huge. Because those the medium tanks that we put into the tugboat are 500 or 600 a piece. All right, so let's see what that does. Save that ship. Yes. And spawn. That's not bad. All right. Let's see what our fuel capacity is now. I'll redesign this whole room too. 17,000. Yeah, we'll give it a try. I think with the proper gearing and stuff, that'll work out good. Problem number 2 that we just created is the drivetrain has to make it through there. So we'll have to actually have the drivetrain going through the gas tank. That's not a big deal, though. I'll figure that all out. And the worst comes to worst, I can always move the engines to a different area. But I don't think we have room anywhere else, so we're going to have them there. That's fine. I mean, it is sitting a little bit low in the front, but we can balance that out with some weight. All right, so probably what I'm going to do is I'm going to get rid of the rest of this right here. And we'll put a railing system there. And then I'm going to bring the floor. I just punched a hole in the ship. I'm bring the, and I just did it again. Yeah, this is a good time to walk away. All right. So I'm going to bring this out a little bit. There. Then we'll put a railing through here. Ooh, whoops! What are you doing? Like so, and then like so. So this will be our engine room, and we'll have a staircase probably on either side. Those are about 3 wide, and that'll bring us back down here to the actual engine compartment. That's pretty cool. And we can put random stuff in here. The generators and all that stuff, we'll still need to do those. But I don't think I can move the engines very much farther. But I think what we're going to do is we're going to have the drive shafts go, because those are lower. All right, we're going to have to go through the center of the tank with it. There's no way around it now that I put the tank there. I could actually punch a hole and make 2 tanks, but I don't want to do that. So then our generators will probably fit in here, and those will go back to our propellers in the back. But I'll figure all that nightmare out soon enough. So at least started our engine room a little bit. We got a lot done tonight. I'm pretty happy with it. It does work. I mean, I might have to like tweak with this whole deal back here again, depending. But those rollers should help boats get on the back. It could have been, oh, ship's looking pretty. Hey, buddy, I didn't even see it pop in there. I gotta get it to make a sound or something to let you know. Yeah, it's looking good. It actually works. We tested it out technically. We got the tugboat on the back of it. We do have to eventually add the world magnets, which I could do that right now, just not hook them up. Mag all, I think is what they're called. Mag all. There we go. So I think if we put them just about in the middle to the upper. Yeah, let's do them there. So then you just put them in like so. Yeah, that should work. And we'll do them on all of them. So then once you turn those on, whatever creation you picked up will be stuck to this ship. That way it doesn't, because it doesn't like bouncing around. As you can see when we pull that tugboat up, it makes it starts banging it up and damaging it. So we got those in there anyway. They have no electricity and they're not hooked up yet, no switch panel. I just don't want to run any more wires until we get the control booth right here built, and that's going to overhang a little bit so you can see a little better. We'll put some windows all the way around it, like a crane almost. So it's going to be good. Hey, how was your concert, Mr. Steve? Was it good? Was it a good concert? Just kind of putting extra stuff here while I'm thinking about it. Boop, boop, boop. And there. We got horns now. So we still have to do the lighting. We still have to do the interior. We have to do all the controls here. But I'm pretty happy. I'm pretty happy with the design. I really wanted it to be a crane ship. I thought we were going to have this huge crane coming up back here. But the test that I did, it just didn't have the lifting capacity to get it up in the air high enough to drop the ship down. I figured the tugboat's the biggest boat we're going to pick up with it. And if I couldn't do it with that, then it wasn't possible. So I think the wheel system and all that's going to work just fine. I might have to tweak it a little bit or run a couple sets of wheels, or we might have to run wheels the whole way, which I guess isn't that big of a deal. In between each layer here, that'd be a lot of wheels, though. I'm afraid of like lagging down because of that. But I mean, that is an option. I mean, just to run them the whole, that's not it. Run them the whole way through here. And it would help the ship roll all the way up on there. It might be something we got to do. So if I put them in between, then these won't mess with them. So I mean, that's just options that we have. And I'll do some thoughts into it and all that. I'm gonna start wiring up the engines. I'm just gonna get them working since we already kind of ran through that on the last one. Never happened. Oh no! Oh, I'm sorry, man. That sucks. That absolutely sucks. Drive all the way down there. At least, did you have a little bit of fun on the trip, though, at least? I've had that happen, too. I think we were going to see Fuel and Filter, and we got all the way there, and they canceled it for whatever reason. So, been there, done that. All right. So, I think we're probably going to call it a night pretty soon here. I just want to get this, missed a spot here with the paint. Here and there, yeah. So, yep, when we come back, next time around, we'll start building that booth. I'm going to plan that booth out because we have to delete all those levers and everything and redo them all, and that's going to be a nightmare. I got to remove the steering wheel and stuff. That was all just temporary. Get rid of this battery. We have to put batteries in. We have our fuel tank. I need to put the cooling system in, the air feed for the engines, and that might be part of the reason why I wouldn't start either, the other engine. But all that's going to be in a stack right here in the middle here, just like we did on the tugboat. We saved this already? Yeah, I want to delete that one. Like, actually we'll keep that because maybe we'll mess around with that one. Because this was the, oh no, I almost overwrote that one. Don't be dumb. All right, where are we at here? Boop, boop. Yeah, so we're going to do kind of the same idea, I think. We're going to have a nice stack coming up because that's where we ran all our piping for the tugboat. We still have a lot to do in the tugboat, interior-wise. I have to actually build something in here. I don't know what we decided because that's the bunk room. So this would be like the galley, and we'll have like a couch or something. I don't know. You're not really going to be hanging out on a tugboat for a real long time. It's usually like you do out your work, you bring it back to the dock, you're done. I don't think they stay overnight on the tugboat, but I wanted to have a little something in there. And we still have to add the flare launcher, and a few other things to the tugboat. I am getting tired. So great. All right, thanks for everybody for joining and stopping in. That was pretty awesome. Keep getting more people coming. It's cool. Yeah, I didn't stream yesterday. I wasn't feeling good, so I figured I'd definitely get one in today. Probably not tomorrow unless something happens where I got time to do it. But we'll keep working on the big boat. We'll at least get it functioning and done. I think none of the boats are actually ever going to be done. But we'll get it functioning and so we can actually use it if we need it for something, and then we'll move on to the next project. I think we might mix it up a little bit. We've done 2 boats. I think maybe we'll try to do our first airplane. I think that'll be pretty cool. So, all right, thanks for joining us at Midnight Rice. Make sure you like, subscribe, tell your friends, do all that good stuff, and we'll definitely see you in the next episode pretty soon. More Stormworks, and remember that pretty soon here we'll have the weapon update coming. We have it already, but I have to learn about it yet. So now we have weapons and bombs and stuff, so we can actually build like military boats and military aircraft and tanks, and there's all kinds of options, but we're not that far yet. We're just getting our first couple decent looking boats going. So we'll be shooting this series for a long time. So make sure you check out the other series we've been doing. Right now we have Persona 4 Golden up, and we also have Little Nightmares through November. I think Little Nightmares will still be coming out every week. So make sure you check those out and let us know about those and all that. So, all right, we'll see you in the next episode. Bye.